Hello everybody and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's, an indie game released as you can see down here in 2014. Now, it's hard to call the series indie anymore, it's gone on to great success. 2 movies, every part of a dozen games, and spawning so many spin-off and fan games that it has its own section on Game Jolt. I figured, since I've been in quite a bit of a horror mood recently, I would head on through and actually play through the old Click Team games. I plan to do the whole series, barring a couple, namely FNAF World and Ultimate Custom Night, and play through everything. Not necessarily in one go. Try to do something a little bit shorter, but still. I do plan to cut through and reduce the audio of any jump scares that may or may not happen. And unlike what may be expected of me, I'm going to be playing 5 Nights at Freddy's and not 7. I understand that may seem insane, seeing as how I did do the Markiplier bit, but I rather value my time and sanity. Without further ado, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Pizzeria spelled incorrectly. $120. I should mention, this game does not have a settings menu and only runs in 640p, making it a rather difficult game to record properly. It wanted to resize itself quite substantially when I record. Now, being effectively from the future, Ripple. I just remember this game looking much more crisp. Regardless, yeah, I went to edit a config file or something, and there wasn't one. In the file path for this game is just the exe. There is no settings file, config option. I couldn't find any launch options. So, yeah. I think we'll probably just do 3 nights on account of the duration. I understand they're about 9 minutes apiece, and while Still Wakes the Deep was more than worthy of hour-long episodes, while there's nothing wrong with Five Nights at Freddy's or anything like that, I don't think it needs 1 game per video. Now, I'm probably going to record a few of these and upload them scheduled out. So I'm not going to do that thing where I ask, hey, can you help me with this technical problem? I don't even know what I was going to finish that off with. I'm going to try between this episode and the next for a way to fix the game, because it launches in direct full screen again at 640 by it launches at about half resolution, 640 by half of 16. Yeah, I had to stretch it Not that the game itself isn't already rather stretched. I'm not going to go Easter egg hunting or anything like that. There are plenty of videos explaining in depth the mechanics of some of which I will admit have seen, which certainly doesn't make this the most mind of playthroughs, unlike with Stoics Deep, where I knew basically nothing outside of Scottish oil rig going in. I am checking out what I know about the Golden Freddy book. But I think it only rolls, if I remember correctly, it only rolls in 10 seconds, which makes it less than incredibly likely. But we'll see how it goes. Only 9 minutes a night, it shouldn't be too terrible. Sit and wait. Especially since there's happening. Oh, well that's something. I wonder how well that's gonna come across on recording. I do down mix to 30 FPS streaming, and I can't remember if I set that back to 60 recording. The rabbit. I just realized my calibration is off by about 10 degrees. Looks like right now I'm looking at my second monitor. I don't know why it's so off. I have to fix it. Normally this is where I would fix it, but here, to be honest. Oh, I heard movement. Bonnie has like basically weighted teleports and any sort of direct adjacency movement like other ones. It feels an awful lot like actually working a security job on the first night, because there's so little going on. Oh. Oh wow. Okay, it's a full screen game, but it's not bounds restrictive, so the mouse can give the bounds. There it is, fellas. The noise. Yeah, I know that's like the shadow of the ears, but it took me so long to realize that that's what it was. Those are like the ears. Because there's that, like, bit in the middle there, which I'm pretty sure it's the same picture, so you've got the ears going in like that on both sides. Pizza. Alright. wait. What? Where did Chica go? Not attack? You stupid, I thought it was guaranteed. Also, they are close. They are moving quite a lot. A lot of movement. Because oh, we got one of them. Look, Freddy ripping his head apart. Huzzah! These stairs. And they're facing. We're getting Easter eggs. Hooray! It's nice that we actually got some, like, Easter egg bit. Can't stare at the cameras too much. They take up, I feel like they take up more power than I remember them. Like, obviously, I referenced the Markiplier video. Yes. A couple of them. So hallucinations, which have I think it's 1 frame per 60 FPS, or is it monitor? If it's 60 FPS, then I always thought this one was super cool. Because I could never tell if those were like lights or if it's like, because here, let's see. But the eye itself, part of it, there's a cut on it. It's half the front face and then the closed eye, because they don't have like eyelids. Maybe they do. They have eyelids in this one? X out the whole. Where did we go? Yep, the showroom. Oh, dude. Yes, they do. But I always. Oh, I guess I can see pretty well. Yeah, it looks like they do have actual, like, eyelids. I always thought that it was like the eyes were like half of it was the eye, and then the other half, because instead of having eyelids that you can just have the eye like down instead. So I thought it was like, oh, he just closes his eyes and looks at the camera, but I mean that still could be with the eyelids. Oh, movement. Trying not to make this too boring, but at the same time, I can only talk enough elbow. If that showed up on the mic or not. I bet you it did. That's old bones. Oh. Yeah, look, it's like... I guess they do have, like, articulated eyelids. I have to be careful not to click out of the game, which is something of a problem with how it lets me sling the mouse off the game entirely, instead of hitting, like, a wall at the edge of the game window. Because if I click out of the game, then it resizes everything, because it's one of those old style full. Am I able to switch? Actually, where is he? What? Where was he? Hiding. Oh, the fox is active. The mouse is so huge. Not gonna lie, the biggest issue I have with the footsteps is that they aren't panned at all. I don't think any audio in this game is panned left to right. So I know something moved, but I don't know where. Which I would say that adds to the horror, but there's not much horror. Stage 3. Also, I've noticed I've been able to go without the bar here being visible. Like, it'll just disappear. Steps, I should check the door. Oh, I don't even have the... That was quick. I don't even have the energy. Everything go. Barney. No, I just it's not in me. Not the kind of rabbit I am. How did you get there in one move? Probably the same way he's floating in the poster. After all, Scott said it himself. Bonnie does not have died by the laws of space-time or physics. God, I love this one so much. Actually, like a creepy picture. Warhol? God, I'm good at... No, he's not there. Maybe I'm not good at... I swear to God, something... How did he get there? This makes no sense. Easy cheesy. I broke my tracking. Even in my brains. But, I don't know what. We got another one. Chica already moved.
Oh, hey, you're doing great. Most people don't last this long. I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things start getting real tonight. Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit, try playing dead. You know, go limp. Then there's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a mental skeleton.
How did you get in like 2 minutes? How did you get there?
Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
I know I've been committing like the cardinal sin of Five Nights at Freddy's by hitting the mute call button, but I don't really. You can find the calls in anyone else's videos. You're not here for me to investigate the deep lore. Go reminisce on the old times of the MatPat video if that's what you're here for. That sounded really mean and dismissive. I didn't mean it that way. Doesn't Bonnie move? Bonnie's usually the more aggressive one. At least I thought. The door. I do like that she appears in the window. I've never thought, man, you know what this game needs? Sync. Think about any game before. I usually don't turn it on because it's not that big of a deal, but this game feels like it needs beat sync, and whatever is going on with this ripple effect here. Seriously, Bonnie hasn't even left the stage and she's been here. That's weird. That's a good one. I don't remember seeing that one before. She's like way in the back. Ooh, Bonnie moved. That's another one I don't remember seeing. I've got a pretty good memory. Keep getting low. Freddy? Go first. That. There he is. It's just thing from. It's so hard to make out. Also, I know this game is awful on the bitrate. I apologize in advance. Old heads remember that, like, one image where all of the characters on stage stared at the camera. I still swear that was in the actual, like, playable game. Also, fucking Freddy. There he is. Creepy. Jesus. Well. Oh, man. Oh, shit. That actually got me. It's been a long time since the jump scares actually, like, genuinely snuck up on me. Admittedly, jump scared. Not the greatest horror movie, especially considering you don't usually laugh at the good ones. No, that was fun. Fun. I'll go in editing and lower the volume down in that area a little bit if it's too loud on a watch. Oh. I can check the timestamp. I can out a half hour into. That's a good place to call it as any. I thought I might out of this. Wait and see. Bitrate's gonna hate this one. That'll screen the cameras. But, well. Anyways, thank you all for watching. And, I'll see you guys in the video, I guess.